extremely hot. I'm feeling cool. I'm feeling like snow on a hot day. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling fabulous, fantastic.
They should be running all the dances.
You know, I'm smiling.
It says live on me.
Birds. Come up early, get the word. You feel me? Slicker than a bird. Too clean.
You can go live on your phone?
Yes. Hey, we're trying to get some technical stuff together, but we'll be there in one quick minute. Hey, ladies. It's Wednesday. I mean, I feel like, goodness, it's been a long week already, and it's just Wednesday, so that's one for you. Let's see, what do we have? How do you pronounce it? Buenos Aires? Aires. This is some wine from Argentina. It's a red blend. And cheers. I've had some already, you can tell. And but it's a little bitter. So anywho.
Say hey, Pia.
Hey, who?
Pia.
Hey, Pia. She's such a pretty little thing.
Hey, Annette.
Hey, Annette.
Hey, Jay.
Jay. Hey, Jay. I like the way she spells it.
Me too. Hey, Karen.
Hey, Karen.
Says sorry we're having trouble with your video for the group.
We're having trouble with the video for the group. Not the business page or the group.
The business page is fine.
Oh, okay. So the group, for whatever reason, that's odd. I see Melissa. Melissa, you see the hat? Anywho, we're going to get started.
Hey, Katrina.
Hey, Katrina. I took my glasses off. I was told I looked like Carmen, what?
San Diego.
Carmen San Diego, so I took my glasses off. Yeah.
Hey, Deborah.
Hey, Deborah.
Regina said cheers.
Cheers, Regina. Are you drinking, Regina? Is that Regina?
Regina Gillen.
Yeah, she a sweetie pie. Are you drinking, Regina?
Honey Brown's in the house.
Hey, Angie.
Tell Honey Brown, Angie, this is the page you want her to be on.
Yeah, you're on the right page, Angie. We're gonna get ready. I mean, we're ready, but we're gonna get moving very quickly.
Say hey, Brenda.
Hey, Brenda. Hey, Brenda.
She said, you don't see me?
I know I couldn't. This thing, for those that are thinking about doing Facebook Lives, you need somebody really calm and technically astute to participate with you, because I'm a little nervous and I'm fumbling. So I don't want to hold you guys too long, but we're just trying to get it.
We want to hold y'all long. Hey, Taz.
Hey, Taz. Tiffany on my peeps.
So you're on the group here.
Okay.
So let's ask Taz to go to the
Taz, go to the business page, No Ma'am Nation.
Not the private group.
Not the private group. You and Angie. Go to the link I sent you on your phone. So are we ready? Mm-hmm. So tonight we are talking about dating. Actually, we're talking about dating in two capacities. Dating in your marriage, dating your husband, and then we're talking about dating as a single person. So we have two people that are going to be our panelists. One is married, that's Angie, and then one is single, and that is Jackie with Tasmania. So they're both going to give their perspectives. But first we thought we'd just talk about a little bit about just dating in general, because dating can be so stressful. I've had some pretty lousy dates. I'm married 8 years, but even in dating my husband, it was just awkward because I'm older, and a lot of stuff you think you don't want to deal with anymore, you pretty much set up to not deal with that. So we thought it would be really, really fun to talk to both ladies and get a perspective about, because Angie, I asked her to do it because she is always sharing with everyone her dating inside her marriage. So she and her husband, they are constantly doing things, dinner, movies, painting, anything you can think of, traveling. They are constantly on the go as a couple. And then I wanted to also learn more about, because I have my perspective and my idea of what it's like to date. I know what it's like to date over 40. And I know what it's like to date over 35 and all that other stuff as a single person. As I shared with y'all before, I got married later in life, and I had my baby before I even got married. So it's a whole other ball game about dating as a single woman with a child or children. So let me just start there. Being a single woman with an infant, that was me. So I had given up on ever getting married. I gave up on thinking that was going to happen for me. So I went a totally non-traditional route, and I became a mom by myself. So in being a mom, I felt like no one's going to be interested in this 42-year-old woman with an infant. And lo and behold, you know, the rumor, well, not rumors, but the myths that I had heard my entire life about women and aging and women with children, all of that stuff is just that, myths. Because my husband did not have a problem with me having a 6-month-old when I met him. So I was pleasantly surprised, but also, you know, I'm like very leery of taking this person serious because I'm greeting him with all of this stuff that I was told I should expect, and that was no one to be interested in me. And it's just not true. So I just want to encourage you, the mothers out there that are single with children, that are, you know, we're all in this age space, that please don't listen to folks give you their experiences and then you walk their path, because that's what you'll be doing, and that's their path. Do not let people get in your head about your viability as a woman, or men being interested in you as you get older with children. So are we able to pull, what you laughing at?
Bernadette's raising her hand like, amen.
Yeah, you know, because people will tell you all kind, oh my goodness, you wouldn't believe. And it hit me that this is not going to happen for me. And I believed it. So that's why I went a different route with becoming a mother, because I just gave up. Like, nobody's going to want me, and nobody's going to blah, 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 all that crap. And I believed it. So now I guess part of my mission in life is just to encourage women to, you know, push forward and believe it can happen for you. So what we're about to do now is bring on Angie, and we're going to bring on Jackie. So if you're on the business page, and y'all, Tamara told me this is not going to be an I'm sorry thing, but if you're on the private group, it's going to be, you will hear them, but you won't see them unless you're on the business page. So that's what we're trying to do now, pull them in. Are you able to grab them?
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, so there are a bunch of myths surrounding dating after 40. And, you know, one of the biggest challenges I think that most of us have is that we bring a lot of stuff with us. So we're bringing our experiences with us when we're walking into a relationship as a person that's 40 and older, maybe even 35 and older, 30 for that matter. Because people, you know, we mature differently. So when you're 40 and over, you're thinking about, you know, you have responsibilities, you have your life experiences, and when you bring this person into your life, it's very hard to think that you may be able to match up, because he has his stuff and you have your stuff. And it's like, what do I do? You know, and what I've also learned is that you have to learn to be patient, even though we're like, I've had girlfriends that say, look, I'm going to tell him I want to get married within the next couple of weeks, and that's just what I want to do. So he either with it or he's not. And generally that does not work. Mm-hmm. So men generally, or people are not persuaded by being rushed into a relationship. And another thing, excuse me, that I think a good tip would be is to, I'm sorry guys, we're trying to pull in these two.
We're going to put Taz first.
Okay, so another thing is, are you doing online dating? So these are other options out there for you to actually find someone that you might be interested in. Should I put her in? Mm-hmm. Hold on. Jackie, and we're going to talk to her about being single and dating. So it's adding her, y'all. I appreciate you being patient. This is a little different than doing a Zoom, right? A Zoom is a little bit easier to navigate. Yeah. When you're doing it through Facebook, it's kind of tricky.
And ask them what have been their experiences.
Tiffany says she loves dating. She's been married before. However, she also loves being. What did you say, Tiffany? You also love still being on vacation. That's crazy. Yeah. Would anybody like to chime in with their experience in dating? I can't tell.
Not yet. Say hey to Tammy. Hey, Tammy.
Hey, Tammy.
Hey, Angela. Hey, Kim. Is it still adding her?
Yeah, it's still adding her. So we'll just move forward. I don't know what's going on with the, we're not able to pull her in. So I'll just give you both perspectives. As dating from a single side, as I mentioned, I learned so much about being out there, exploring, what I thought I wanted and what I actually ended up having. And that was someone that was okay with me coming with what I had. But what I've been taught along the way is I had to meet all of this criteria, be this, be that, in order for someone to be interested in me. And that, as I said before, is just not true. And doing certain things like online dating, have you ever done online dating?
I did. The current guy I'm dating is from online dating. Yes.
And that's another thing.
2 years.
Yeah. Would you say 10 years?
I've been with him for 2 years.
Wow. She's Tamara has been dating she met her guy online.
I did.
And they are 2 years in.
Yes.
Now, I didn't meet my husband online. I met him through a girlfriend, but I have done the online dating thing. And I'm a big advocate of that. I think it's a easy way to meet people, and you have so many barriers in between. So if you aren't interested, you can escape, right?
Right.
And if you are interested, it's a nice path that you can take. You can do coffee, dinner. There's always a break. I used to tell my girlfriends where I was going, what his car looked like, all of that, and it worked. So that's a great opportunity to meet guys through, and I think Match is probably the most popular one. Do you know of any others?
I did Tinder, I did Match, I did eHarmony, I did them all.
Tinder?
I did.
So, now I've heard things about. Anybody else ever did Tinder?
I did Tinder.
Yeah, Tinder.
Well, I just learned in dating, I learned about myself, and I learned that I have to be specific because God will laugh at me if I say I just want a tall black man.
Okay.
Because then it'll be a tall black man that I can't stand. So I needed to be specific about who I wanted to date and what kind of mate I wanted to have in my life.
Yeah. That's kind of challenging.
It is challenging because it challenges you, because we think that we're coming to the table with everything, but sometimes we're not, and sometimes we're just, just learning ourselves through dating. So
yeah, and some of the things you think you might want, you actually might not.
Exactly.
So you have this big list of, he has to have a couple of degrees, he has to be 6 figures, he has to be this tall, this.
Yeah.
And then you actually get that, and that's not anything near what you actually desire, right?
Exactly. Like, I thought I needed a guy that was 6'7", and I like to wear heels, so he has to be taller than me. And now I'm dating someone that's just like 2 inches taller, and I'm okay with wearing flats because he treats me great, and he's a great guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Is he entrepreneurial?
He is. He is entrepreneurial.
Yeah. One of the things I read is try to stay away from guys that remind you of your past.
Yes. But your past, don't past guys always come back, though?
Always.
They be in your DM. Yeah. Remember how you used to have a crush on me in 9th grade, dude?
Yeah, absolutely. It was one.
Thank you.
Yeah, one of the big suggestions was to stay away from guys that reminded you of your ex.
Yes.
And do you have a type? That's another thing.
Yeah, black.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And even black comes in a multitude of...
They do, yes, yeah. Yeah.
It looks like we're gonna have a hard time getting Angie.
It's okay, so we can talk to everybody. Karen said she just joined Tinder. Karen, how are you liking Tinder? And Deborah, she said she's doing online.
Karen, do you like Tinder? I've heard some interesting things about Tinder.
We have to learn who we're choosing.
But I mean Tinder, the type of people that show up on Tinder.
Oh,
Is that like more rumor?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bernadette said she's been dating for 2 years now. Long story short, we were teenage sweethearts, grew apart, rekindled after 30 years.
Wow.
Yeah. Let me see. Can you see what
She
she
said it
said?
was rocky at first, but the last year has been great, challenging because of my insecurities. With 2 adult kids living with me, he has accepted that.
Yeah, and I think we would be
We're
so
not
surprised.
easy.
But you know what? I think we would be so surprised at men and what they really are interested in and what they don't care about.
Yeah.
You know, and so many things that it makes me sad because we miss out on so many opportunities with men and good guys.
Right.
Because we have all these perceptions about how, you know, how they should be or how they're going to receive us
Or how it's supposed to be.
or how it's supposed to be. Let's see. Yeah, Regina says no thank you. She doesn't go backwards.
Pia says she met a guy from years ago.
Hmm.
It was bad timing then, but it's great timing now. So what about
Yeah.
if you cross paths and then have to do it again?
Yeah, I think you can actually not be ready for each other. You know, it's so many factors that could be a detriment to the relationship having some possibility just based on the current situation.
Yeah, yeah.
And then sometimes it feels like it's never the right time, you know, but I think one of the most mature things we can do as adults is, you know, be friends, because you can have a friendship with someone that may not be a romantic opportunity, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's been one of the other great things I've learned along the way. So I was hoping we could pull Angie,
I'm
and
still texting them.
we're trying to get them in, and we're just having some challenges. But Angie said she met her husband online.
Nice.
Yeah, I think a lot of it used to be taboo,
But it's okay.
but now that's my
Yeah.
thing now. That's how I communicate. Yeah, who
We
cares?
talk online all day. Look at what we're doing now.
Yeah, now online is pretty cool. Let's see. Not rushing into marriage. Yeah. That's Tiffany. She says she's not rushing into marriage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. I was trying to see what Karen said about Tinder. She thought she was reluctant at first.
Karen joined Tinder and she said she had a few dates and they have not been bad.
She actually met some decent guys.
But how does she date with COVID going on?
Yeah, has that been, what are you doing a lot of are you guys talking if you're dating online, or if you're,
Karen, yeah.
Yeah,
What's
if
she
you-
doing?
Karen, how are you communicating with your person? Is it face to face? Is it, you know, you guys are meeting at Starbucks with mask on?
And you gotta tell him to remove his mask to make sure he look like his picture.
Right. Yeah, that was the other thing. It said to make sure you look as authentic as possible,
Yeah.
because a lot of us are, including me, I do some photoshopping on my stuff too. But you know, you meet that person and he looks totally not like he's not 30 anymore. He's actually 62, and you
Yeah.
put that 30-year-old picture up there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd love to have a companion at this point in time.
Karen said that she is now open to dating guys that are not black.
I think that's wonderful.
Yes, I think so too.
I think that's wonderful. I think oftentimes we get locked into, we just miss out on so much because of what we were told. And a lot of those people that are telling us stuff, they didn't even experience it themselves. Yeah, I think that's great. So Karen said she just joined Monday. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, there's some handsome, you know, other looking guys on there too.
On what?
On Tinder, they're handsome for sure.
So what are the popular ones? If y'all have a pen and paper, let's see, Match, Tinder. What'd you say?
What I like about Match is that Match allows you to have a live video of yourself talking, so you can kind of see the person's mannerisms. Like,
Did you guys hear that? Match allows you to have a live video of yourself talking, so you can see the person's mannerisms. You can actually see what they actually look like.
Right.
You know, so that's excellent.
That's better.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Is Match the only one doing that?
That
you
I
know
know
of?
of. I'm not on.
So Tinder doesn't do it?
No, not that I know of. No.
So we have Match, Tinder. Do they still have black people date or
I think they do, but I haven't heard of it.
eHarmony?
eHarmony.
Yeah, and
eHarmony matched me with the wrong people.
he would have. Angie says he would have been a no for me. What's that, Angie? Who would be a no for you?
She said she was introduced to her husband,
Who?
Angie.
I can't tell. Diversity and openness adds a lot to your experiences. I think so too. I
Yeah.
think now online just offers you an opportunity to be exposed to, tons of different types of people. So you don't have to be locked in. But your preference is your preference, right?
Yes, yes.
But it's nice to be flexible because you just never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ask Taz about this diversity. What she mean by diversity?
What do you mean, Taz, by diversity? I guess you mean multiracial? People that coming from different races? Probably so. I would think so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I think men are probably just men, to be honest with you. Because I have close, one of my girlfriends, she's white, and we have the same issues with husbands, and they get on her nerve. Her husband gets on her, mine get on mine. So it's a lot of the things that we experience are really the same.
Regina said, I met a guy online. He needed to see a video showing the full length body versus just a headshot. He wants a certain body type.
Oh wow!
Excuse me.
That dude should have been one that I don't know if I would do that. That would annoy me.
Well, I don't send videos at all.
You want to see my whole body type? Send me yours.
Yes.
And normally those type of people don't even meet what they looking for.
But let's be honest, they're online, which means that they can download a video of somebody showing their body and then send it to you. And that cannot be their body. They can still falsely represent themselves.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
And Taz meant multiracial and adventurous. That's what she meant.
Right. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah. I think
And
so
then
too.
also, what do you think about being a homebody or introvert versus an extrovert? Because that definitely is something. I'm an intro extrovert.
Mm-hmm.
I love being at home.
Yeah.
So, but my husband likes to go more, and that's a challenge for us because I like chilling out at home and just eating my terrible cooking at home. I don't cook as well as I used to. So, do you find that to be challenging when you're out there? And I think you just got to have a mindset of flexibility. Because if you are cemented in a mindset and he's cemented in his,
Yeah.
that's probably like a not gonna work. What do you think?
I don't think so either. I think that you have to, with marriage comes compromise. With any relationship comes compromise.
Right.
So it's true. If he likes to go out, maybe you need to go out once a month.
Right. Find a happy, yeah.
Or plan something that he wouldn't expect for you to plan to go out and eat because you're used to being inside. Or,
Right.
you rather be home. So maybe that's something to change or to adjust.
And what do you think about, are you finding your men, if you're not online, are you finding them in church? Are you finding, this all pre-COVID, right? Before COVID.
Yeah.
A lot of relationships, they have the singles ministries at church. They have what else? They have, that's church. But what else? What other opportunities like
Gas station?
Gas stations? Yeah, I do know someone who met someone at a gas station. But not, I meant more formal, like singles clubs, single groups.
But I mean, what is a single club?
Well, they had, you know how they have the Black Ski Summit? You remember that? That was something where everybody, most of those people that went on, I thought were single. Right. Yeah. Someone says, Yolanda says you have to be, it's moving fast. You have to be open to stepping out of your comfort zone while dating. Nothing outlandish.
Right.
See, Yolanda, some people might like outlandish.
Boom! Hello!
Some people might want to be a little on the outlandish side. Let's see. And Taz says she loves being home, and her husband used to love to go out around people. Definitely a challenge.
Compromise is key.
Oh, Angela says another great place to meet men. volunteering.
Yeah, because they
Yeah.
have the same,
Like-minded.
like-minded. Yes.
I used to like to hang out in Barnes and Nobles. That's not the biggest.
But they're broke.
But no, this years ago. I've been single all my life. I used to like to hang out in Barnes and Nobles, and I didn't meet anybody, but that was one of the places I used to like to sit and read different things. Yeah. Another friend of mine, Yolanda, said she met a guy while grocery shopping. I know one of my friends, she met her husband. He stopped her in the grocery store.
Tammy said that her and her husband both like to be home while dating.
They both like to be home while
Mhm.
dating. What
Yeah.
does that mean, Tim? You mean you guys? She means dating at home.
Dating at home. So what kind of dates do you do in your home? Like what kind of dates can we do since it's COVID now in home with our spouses?
Shannon loves movies.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big thing for him. Watching movies, I think, and cooking together is another opportunity.
Yes.
Yeah, folding clothes.
That's chores.
Mopping. Right. All of that, right?
Heather said, are we trying to meet some respectable men or are we on some hoe shit?
That is Heather.
Come on, Heather.
Heather. That is Heather. She's such a bad little girl. Bad.
Come on, Heather.
It just depends, respectable they can be bad too. They can be naughty. But some whole shit might be a lot of fun, right? What? Some whole shit might be the talk of the town.
Oh my goodness. Tab
Ted.
said you go to Barnes and Noble to watch people,
Not me.
meet anybody.
No, you know what I used to do? This is all before I got all. I would go to Barnes and Noble. I would get magazines. I was such a nerdy child. You think magazines? And then I used to like the library too, but nobody does that. Nobody goes to the library.
PJ had some good suggestions. She said you can do a picnic during COVID.
Mm-hmm.
You can replicate dishes from favorite restaurants.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now Dolores, she met her husband at work.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to date under. Yeah, that is kind of tricky when you have to be very discreet at
So
work.
Dolores, did one of y'all leave though? Just asking. She said one of them would have to leave.
Did one of you guys leave, Dolores? Black Christian Singles Group on Facebook. Several people have met on and gotten engaged and or married. Okay.
Really nice.
Did we record this one?
Yeah, we're
Okay.
recording. Mm-hmm,
Okay.
Mm-hmm. We're still going.
Yeah,
I want to hear from Dolores. What happened?
did one of you guys, I know she's there, I just don't know if she can hear us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey Cheryl. Yeah, I met my husband through a girlfriend.
Nice.
He was actually the maintenance guy.
She said yes. One of
Yeah.
them had to. Dolores said yes.
One of them had to leave. Yes. Yeah.
Sorry. To
And
hear
then and meeting friends through friends, because that's how I met Shannon.
Mhm, mhm.
But a lot of friends are reluctant to.
Dolores left the work, by the way.
Okay. A lot of friends are reluctant to leave.
Right.
Not leave. What am I trying to say? Y'all threw me
Coworkers.
with that. Yeah, a lot of friends. Well, no. I was trying to say a lot of friends sometimes are reluctant to introduce you to other friends.
Yes.
Because if
I
it
am.
doesn't work,
It's their fault.
then you still are friends with both parties,
Yes.
and that could create.
We will not be friends.
Yeah. So what about those that are dating with children that not grown and gone children, but the children that are right in the house? Do you find that to be that protective kid? Like, who are you? Why are you talking to my mom?
Yeah.
I bet that could, because
What
I
I
was
do.
that kid.
What y'all doing?
My mother was single forever, and I was bad. I was bad. I had some challenges with
I used
that.
to make my mother's boyfriend buy me Haagen-Dazs ice cream.
Really?
To leave them alone. Yes,
No.
I was bad.
Yolanda says, I feel like I'm at the point now meeting prospective dates through friends. Okay. Yeah, I think I would introduce, if I had some single friends and I had some good guys, I would introduce them. Because I would be vetting all day and night to make sure that they were, right.
So what if we had like a speed date meetup? Would they come?
You guys think after COVID, if you are local to Atlanta, that you'd be interested in a speed dating? That would be fun.
That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we could do one here and in Columbus.
Mm-hmm.
Speed dating. And what do you call them? Like meetups?
Meetups.
A lot of good ideas. So that, because I think the bulk of the women in No Ma'am, I think the bulk are single.
Karen's poodle don't want nobody touching her. Put that on the crate.
Jake. Sound like a blocker. Jake. Jake the blocker, right?
Jake sounds like a blocker, yes.
Now PJ says her kids fell in line because they knew something was in it for them. What was in it for them, PJ?
Ice cream, I told you, that's
Oh.
what we used to do.
Pizza, that kind of stuff. Something that is fun. Yeah, the speed dating will be fun. So hopefully we'll be finished with COVID at least by early next year.
Yeah.
How long have we been on? I guess we can wind it down now. You think?
May I have any other questions? Anybody else want to share anything?
You guys have any other questions or want to share anything else? PJ said, yep. Oh,
Yep.
the pizza.
Pizza, right? Yeah,
Right.
That's what my mom did. Offer me stuff all the time. All the time. Let me see if I can. Yeah, no, they didn't request. They have to request in.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
it's okay.
So this one was
It was funny. You guys are funny.
it was fun. Next time I promise we'll have it. We thought we would be able to pull in the guests, and we just had some challenges doing
so.
so.
Great men next
But
week.
oh yeah, next week we have the male version. So we'll have a married man and we'll have a single man. You know, and
That's
we'll
over 40.
actually we may try to pull in more men.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the one that's going to go up for next Wednesday, and it'll be a little bit different because we learned from this one, and we'll be better, more prepared so that it'll flow better. So stay tuned. We'll be back next week. What Bernadette says, it's hard dating with grown kids.
They're so
Overprotective.
overprotective. Yes,
Yes.
they are, Bernadette.
Yeah, I can believe that.
Yes, they
Yeah.
are.
Yeah. So next week, dating, but from the male perspective, and
If you're interested in speed dating, send me a message.
if you're interested in the speed dating, and also guys, go to nomamnation.com and make sure I have your email address.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, PJ. You're such sweet. Y'all all
And
sweet.
tell them we need them on both pages.
We need what?
We need their likes on both pages.
And on all the pages, No Ma'am Nation, and check out the fitness, the No Ma'am After Dark, and we're gonna do one of those too. We're thinking about some fun stuff for No Ma'am After Dark. So thank you,
PJ loves your hat.
thank you, PJ. Y'all have a good night, and
Thank you.
this was fun.
It was
It was
great
fun.
time.
We have so we will see you guys next week. Bye, Dolores.
Karen said, "Can't wait."
Thank you.